Hello everyone, I am Uğur Akken, and today I will show the entrepreneurship and finance. Firstly, we look at our terms: bank financing, venture capital, regulators, exchange, security in finance, and entrepreneurship in finance. Bank finance and venture capitalists. With bank finance, the entrepreneurs keep full control of the firm and has efficient incentives to exert effort. With venture capital finance, there is a two-sided moral hazard as both the entrepreneur and venture capitalist provide unverifiable effort. The entrepreneur benefits from the venture capitalist's managerial input but must surrender partial ownership of the venture, thus delighting the entrepreneur's incentive to provide effort. Venture capital tends to be preferred to bank finance when venture capitalist productivity is high and entrepreneur productivity is low. Banking and entrepreneurship in finance. Entrepreneurship in banking is arguably not a popular concept in society. With the financial crisis still somewhere in our memory, predictability and stability are considered virtues. Not surprisingly, the last thing bank regulators and supervisors want is to face the surprises. Entrepreneurial finance is the study of value and resource allocation applied to new ventures. It addresses key questions we challenge all entrepreneurs. How much money can and should be raised? When should it be raised and from whom? What is the reasonable valuation of the startup? And how should funding contracts and exit decisions to be structured? And at this step, the important concept is the regulators. Actually, this is the governments and some central units. How can regulators and banks come together? Regulators and policymakers need to understand the dynamic of the industry. They should realize that they are facing a moving target. Banks need elbow room to deal with the dynamics. Entrepreneurship is inevitable. But banks may hold an important key. Banks should make regulators feel comfortable. If they don't succeed, regulators will curtail the ability of banks to respond to the competitive challenge. See here the challenge for the financial services industry. Regulators need to understand and feel comfortable with the dynamics, and banks should help them get to that level of comfort. And the other concept is the finance entrepreneurship, exchange, GX, and tax. What's an exchange? An exchange is a marketplace where securities, commodities, derivatives, and other financial instruments are traded. The core function of an exchange is to ensure fair and orderly trading and the efficient dissemination of price information. For any securities trading on that exchange, exchange give companies, governments, and other groups a platform from which to sell securities to the investing public. Centralized exchange, like Binance, are online trading platforms that match buyers and sellers via an order book. They function as essentially the same way as online brokerage accounts, which is why they are so popular among investors. Decentralized exchanges like PancakeSwap or Uniswap are autonomous financial protocols powered by smart contracts that enable crypto traders to convert one digital asset for another with all transactions viewable on the blockchain. And the other concept in today's increasing number of traders in pandemic brought at home. Many people are turning to the stock market and doubling in day trading for entertainment and profits. However, most individual investors don't have the will, the time, or the temperament to make money and to sustain the losses that day trading can bring, according to financial experts. What an entrepreneur can provide to the traders, for example, the technical indicators, and also portfolio optimization application, machine learning and deep learning for stock price prediction, reliable platforms for the trading, news and services for them, trading pods, UI, UX for those application and education application, etc., etc. Bitcoin and people. This graph tells us the blue line is the number of traders with related to date, and below graph we see the red line is the Bitcoin prices, and sometimes the trader numbers, for example, in the 2022 numbers are crisis nearly in 10 days 2 million to 8 million, and then the crisis nearly 15 day 8 million to 2 million, and most of people is related to the trading and the other exchange platform. Reliability in finance. The reliability principles aim to ensure that all transaction events and business activities presented in the financial statements is reliable. Information is considered reliable if it can be checked, verified, and reviewed with objective evidence. Furthermore, a user should be able to fully rely on the information presented to be an accurate and faithful representation of that which it stands to represent. Business and accounting system which allows a business or entity to record expenses only if there's valid proof, which could be in the form of an invoice, receipt, original documentation, or information from a third party. If the information is not reliable, you are risking that any business decision based on these financial statements will be incorrect or misleading. For example, significant omission or misstatements from a financial statement will reduce the reliability of the information presented. Summary, entrepreneurship in finance in general can seem boring, but I have to mention that there are many business areas, especially for those of us who are dealing with the technology. You can set up a stock market, you can install DEX platform or information counting services. You can apply to banks with wallet applications or applications that detect credit card fraud for security purposes. You can benefit from artificial intelligence and all its methods. In my researches, thank you for all listening to me.